Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Vinyl Talk with Tavis. And I'm Tavis. Today is a special day. Okay, I had a shipment come in today, as you can tell from the title. We're going to get to that really soon. But first, I want to talk to you about some recent vinyl that I found this week. I was driving through this great city of Kansas City, and I came across this store that I'd never heard of before. It's called FYE, which stands for Your Entertainment. And at first it just said CDs and movies. And then as I kept driving, I was looking through my rearview mirror and I saw on the side of the building it says, "We also sell vinyl," or something like that. And I just made me a U-turn and went right back and walked in, and this is what I saw. I was so elated. All that vinyl just ready to be purchased. And honey, I bought every single record. No, I didn't. I wish I would have, or I wish I could. But I had a great time shopping at FYE, and I look forward to going back. And this is what I purchased. I was just searching like we all do and came across Stephen Bishop. His album, I think it's his debut album from 1977 called Careless. And the song you may be familiar with, which I'm very familiar with, is On and On. You know, on and on, on and on, on and on. Ooh. Oh man, that's some good music. I had a chance to listen to the entire album last night, and every song is great. Just, I was so happy. It has a very slow feel to it. I must say that it has to be considered yacht music. Yacht music is the style of music, well, it's the kind of music that came out in the late 70s and early 80s with people like Christopher Cross and the Doobie Brothers, Michael McDonald. So, yeah, I was really happy to find this, and it's used, but it's in great condition. It's on ABC Records. Just great music to listen to. It lulled me to sleep. Before I knew it, I had to wake up and turn it over. And I was really shocked to know that, or to find out, that Chaka Khan, as you can see here, she does some background vocals on a couple of the tracks. And you can even hear her do some ad-libs. Really cool. 1977, Stephen Bishop. Then I came across, oh y'all, it was brand new, sealed, and I had to get Billy Joel, The Stranger. When I tell you that this is a phenom, you know what I'm talking about. And you probably know this, and you all probably have this in your library of records or CDs or whatever. But this is a phenom as well. You all know the song Moving Out? Mom, if that's moving in, then Mom, if that's moving up, then I'm moving out. It also has his hit, Just the Way You Are. Awesome record. Every song is the bomb. Yes, it is. Let me show you the vinyl. Beautiful label, I must say. And then the back is black. Yeah, I was really, really proud to get this. Lovely album. I love Billy Joel. Oh, I was so glad to find this. The Pointer Sisters, okay? This came out in 1973, and the only song that I'm familiar with on this album is the first track, which is Ain't That Nice? I mean, that's just classic. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Wait. Yes, we can. I know we can. Yes, we can. Why don't we can, man? Oh, man. Good stuff. It has a gatefold. See how cool that is? And they really dabbled in some jazz on this album, too. The second song, which is River Boulevard, it's like the upbeat jazz. They have great vocals on there. And, you know, Bonnie Pointer is with them on this album. Well, I think of course, she was with them in the beginning, but then she branched out to do solo work, and it was just these three lovely ladies who remained. And I always wonder why Bonnie left. I wonder why Bonnie Pointer left. But anyway, this is a great record to have in your collection if you like the Pointer Sisters. Okay, now I went to the soundtrack area. I was floored. And I told the people at FYE, I said, you all got some good stuff in here. The Wizard of Oz soundtrack. It has all the songs from The Wizard of Oz. And I'm going to be honest with you all, okay? When I started playing this album, I shed a few tears. Yes, I don't know what came over me, but the overture, the main title, when you hear that orchestra playing, and it's just going through all the songs that you're going to be hearing throughout the movie, and I had to wipe tears. I mean, this is a classic, and I was even more thrilled. I had no idea. I was even more thrilled to know that it was on colored vinyl. Red. Look at that. Everybody. Oh, and it sounds so good. Oh, Judy Garland. This child worked her butt off on that movie and in the studio making these songs. And did you hear that when she was making this movie with these actors, she didn't have the clout that they did at the time? And so during some of the scenes when they were skipping, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, follow the yellow brick road, when they were skipping together and holding each other's arms, they would crowd her up and then she'd be in the back skipping. And the director would holler from the top of the ladder where they were filming, and they would say, stop, stop, y'all let that girl in. Y'all let that girl in. And she tells that story. And if you look in her interviews on YouTube, she had the audience laughing on how she was treated with making this movie. But she stole the show. Yes, she did. Yeah, that's a better view. And if you get this, you also get some nice liner notes about the music and information about how everything came about with the soundtrack. A great collector's album. Great. Just takes you back to memory lane. Then I found, I found the Spinners. Okay. This happens to be a German pressing. I was shocked to know that. And it has the great songs, you know, could it be I'm falling in love with you, baby? One of a kind. No, that's the wrong key. One of a kind. Love affair is the kind of love that you read about in a fairy tale. Pure soul. Philly soul, that is. Let's look at the vinyl itself. On Atlantic Records. This came out in 1973. Wow. I was 1 year old at that time. And of course, I'll be around. That song, I'll Be Around. Let me give you some info on that. The writer of that song is Thom Bell. Okay, and another guy, his last name is Hurt. Now, when Thom Bell was writing that song, he says that all he had was the hook and the chords, and he was kind of challenged to make a song with just 3 chords. Some friends said, "Can you make a song with 3 chords?" So he said yes, okay? And so the song is very repetitive with the music. Dun, 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 dun. This is our fork in the road, love's last episode. There's nowhere to go, oh no. And you know, every record I got is just one. All these records, I just get giddy talking about it. Every song is the bomb. The Spinners from 1973. Great music. Then I found, which is going to lead me to the next, which is the opening, the unboxing. I found Michael Jackson's Escape. You know, this came out in 2014. Remember when we were all thrilled? You know, they went back and found music that Michael had not finished, and so the producers wanted to finish it. It has Love Never Felt So Good. And the last song is Love Never Felt So Good, featuring Justin Timberlake. But this is a phenomenal album as well. And the gatefold, fantastic. Let's look at the vinyl itself. It's kind of blah. I really like it when they have really colorful labels, but they just kept it gray. Everyone has their own choice, you know. And it comes with this poster. I'm sure you all are familiar with this. If not, if you get this record, this is what you'll get. Very happy that I'm going to frame this, okay? No doubt about it. Okay, now, here is the big thing that I'm here for. I got my knife. Maybe I don't need a knife. I ordered this from Amazon. You know, Janet Jackson she has reissued her classic releases from the 80s and maybe I think the early 90s. Yeah. And I got Rhythm Nation. I never owned that, even on CD or cassette. I never owned it. I loved the music, but I just wasn't into it at the time. I didn't have the money probably to buy it. But I bought the vinyl from Amazon, y'all, and it's going like hotcakes. People are buying it, and I said, let me be the first one to get it. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. I make every song into a gospel song. I don't care. That's just that church boy in me. Oh, my God. That's why I have my black on. Hey! Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation 1814. Another classic and an album in which every song is great. Now let's open it up. Yeah, I don't need my knife. Oh man, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna go ahead and, I shouldn't, but I am. I'm gonna take this wrapping off. I know many people would not want that to happen, but honey, I'm gonna do it. Oh. Let's see, I've not seen this before. Oh man, look at that. There it is, the gatefold with the lyrics and that beautiful picture. Janet is working her tail off these days. With that tour she's doing, this is a double LP set, everybody. It's on black vinyl, at least the one that I got. Yes. And this album, this reissue, includes all the songs on the project. That's what I hear. The first release didn't have all the music on there, but this has the interludes and everything. I'm going to look at the second album, and I can't wait to play it on my turntable that I got the other day. I got that, y'all saw that video, I hope, of me unboxing that LP, the Audio Technica. Is that right? Yeah. There we go. I'm going to be playing this all night. The neighbors just have to deal with it. Everybody, you need to go to Amazon or wherever you shop for music in which they can get this. They may already have it. Get you some Janet Jackson. She has one album out that's been reissued that contains all of the Control remixes, and it has it's on colored vinyl. It's really pretty too. I want to get that. But I wanted to start with this. Rhythm Nation. Everybody, I got to go. I've got music to play, things to do, food to eat. As always, with music and with Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation. Be inspired and stay inspired.